one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. You get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started.
And we are underway from Kansas City. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, Tim? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Cook with a first down and much more. And some space here. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
44 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Lance now to throw. And this one complete to Gafford.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Lance going to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On second and very short, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play fake. Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 45 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And again, it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good. And And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Lance. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lance looking to throw it. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9. To throw, it's Lance.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
Escaping the pressure right.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Lance.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here to 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he's going to go for it all.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second and 6, just inside the 30. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On play action, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 41 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the pistol, they run it with Cook.
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
On play action, Lance.
Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Lance.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Shotgun now for Lance. Swinging this side wide here for Cook.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On 1st down, it's Cook, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Lance, flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Lance going to sneak it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Cook. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
49ers 17.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman. And
it's a new season, making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call in the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
81 yards on the ground for him so far.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Lance escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Lance.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Play action. Now it's Lance.
They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack on first down, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
An extra point by Butker is on target, and a lead now up to 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, this is Cook. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Fights loose. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Lance now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Rico Gafford, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Javon Kinlaw able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 now. Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked Picked off at the 24. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Lance going to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Niners on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be third and forever. From midfield, here's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because That's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Lance now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
First down, San Francisco.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 6 there on first. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And this one complete to Gafford. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
2nd and 10. Cook now off the read option. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's taken down, but not
this across the 25-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a